Hey, hey, hey. What's cracking, you guys? What's poppin'? Switch. How are you guys doing? Day 71. Paul did something. It was Paul. My computer froze. Sorry. My computer froze literally right as I was about to go live. And I had to restart. What's cracking? Switch. Hey, coño. Louis, I've been thinking about you all day, so I hope your ears have been burning you. Very happy to see you today, but I'm gonna wait. Because this deserves all the attention with no music and a full screen, Louis. So, if you have to go, just at least wait until the countdown timer is done. What is going on, Gretchen? How are you? What's cracking? And of course, I have to open up all my apps again. Let's see. Hey, Albert, how are you? Obs, how are you, my good friend? Cracking. Gretchen, always great to see you. Val, hey girl. What's poppin'? Oh, come on, Gigi, you stole the thunder. I was waiting for the ¿cómo se dice? The music to the countdown timer. The Puerto Rican in me came out. ¿Cómo se dice? Yes. Gigi, hey girl, hey. How are you? Yes, thought the restarting, rebooting was on your checklist. See, because I'm running around. That's the problem. That is the problem. You guys are saying hello to each other. All right, that's good. That's good. All right, did this open up? No. Switch. Trying to open up the Loop Deck software. Loop Deck software. The Loop Deck. I want to love the... Did it? Well, I missed it. Come on, guys. All right, let me see. Open Loop Deck. All right. All right, the Loop Deck software is... Oh, hey. Oh, hey there. Hi. How are you guys doing? My Loop Deck software opened up, so now I have not sound effects. No. See, this Loop Deck software. Paul and I were complaining about it, honestly, last year. Why did I say last year? I don't know what's happening with me. Last week. What is happening? That's so weird. Let me see if I hit restart this. Let me see. Stop Loop Deck. It's so weird. I want to love it. And you guys notice I've had it for maybe a month and a half. And I haven't spoken to you guys about it. Because I can't endorse it just yet with the software for what it is. Maybe if it were lower priced, I'd probably be able to endorse it. If you were to get it for free, I know that Kevin Cox just got it with the $60 off sale on top of our Ecamm fam discount. Pretty good deal. It's a good device. Love the hardware. The software sometimes is just, oh my God, Koa is doing some things. So I wanted to tell my good friend, this guy right here, hold on, this guy, all day, every day, wanted to make sure I tell him, happy Happy birthday, Mr. Camera Junkie, Luis, father of Aiden, amazing man, editor of some, fellow LGL member, fellow Boricua. Hey, what's cracking? You know how we do. Que lo que, papi? I don't know what else to add to that. Big brother of mine. I'd like to call a good friend. Louis, my good friend. Happy birthday. I wish you many, many more. I hope it's been a good day so far. We are both on the East Coast, so it is 7:26 my time and it is 7:26 your time. So the day is almost over and you have your live stream coming up at 11 p.m. So I know you're not going out partying, even if you were taking Aiden partying. But I hope that it was a very, very good day. Oh, Gigi says, I want to see this shirt fully as it matches perfectly with your screen frame. I will definitely, we can talk about the shirt. This shirt, I don't want to say I'm a sneakerhead. I like sneakers. I don't like to spend a lot of money on sneakers, but every now and again, I'll drop a good amount. For me, a good amount on sneakers is like $200 on sneakers. And then when I get a nice pair of sneakers, I will absolutely get shirts and stuff to match. So these sneakers, this shirt is to match a specific pair of Nike sneakers that I bought in London that I have not seen out here. You make me want to go upstairs and go get my sneakers, but I have not seen in the States. Very excited that I picked those up. So I will show you the shirt. Let me star that so I can remember to come back to that. ¿Cómo se dice? Exactly. Obs. ¿Cómo se dice este? And then you got to say este. ¿Cómo se dice este? Este is E-S-T-E. So este. But we say este. ¿Cómo se dice? You know what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Pirate Bay, what is going on? Pirate Broadcast Live. Pirate Bay. You guys remember Pirate Bay? Pirate Broadcast Live. How are you guys doing? You made me buy a Philly cheesesteak sandwich last night. Oh my God, it was so good. Gigi, you called me and my phone was still on Do Not Disturb. And I didn't see it. And then we started running around and sorry about that. But so good, those cheesesteaks. I got a cheesesteak with extra steak, extra cheese weights, and extra onions. And I like to get the extra. One, because I'm a fat ass. That's just. And two, because I get full off of the first half, which then guarantees that I have the second half for leftovers. Where if I just buy it regular, then I'm eating the whole cheesesteak. That's why I do what I do. So how was the cheesesteak bowl? You're very welcome. Glad. Yes. Question, Lewis, what live stream are you kicking off? Lewis live streams every Saturday, his live stream, and he can do what he does and talk to you guys about it. But Lewis, what week has it been? Oh, hey, girl. Hi. How are you doing? Lewis, it's like, there you go. Week 76, weekly live stream every Saturday on his channel, Mr. Camera Junkie. And he is going on week 76 consecutively. He is one of my, one of my muses, one of my inspirations, him and Gretchen. Chris Wood also did 100 days. Alec from Take One Tech also did 100 days. But I will say that out of everyone, definitely listening to Lewis and watching him, I don't remember what week we were on. Obviously, we can figure out the math, but watching him one night on the very night that I was up at 11 o'clock, and I really barely was up because I was laying in bed holding my phone where it almost hit me in my face. You guys know, don't act like that hasn't happened to you. I know it's happened to every single one of you guys that you've been in bed holding your phone. You've been either practically falling asleep or just fumbled and it smacked you dead on your face and you're like, That's happened. Barely. Let me fix my curls. Has barely happened. That barely happened to me that night. And then he was saying how he's done these live streams consecutively. 76. That means that he's done this for over a year now. And that might have been what it was, the trigger for me. That because there's 52 weeks in a year. Is that right? 362 days. 365 days. You guys are not going to make fun of my math. Either way, Lewis and Gretchen were the strongest inspirations for me. And because of them, I am now on day 71, 29 days to go. We are under day 30. Could you imagine? Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you, Gretchen. I was like, does that math add up right? My mom has me running. I'm not complaining, but my mom has me running all over Philly and New Jersey and New York and stuff. I don't know what's what. Between my 71 days, between work and now hanging out with my mom, which has been absolutely great. I don't know what's what with numbers. But anyway, right? So now let's get back. Now that Gretchen has been so gracious and confirmed the numbers to me, the fact that Lewis has streamed consecutively every single week without missing a week, with being a father of Aiden, doing it for the most part on his own, and has done this every single week without missing a week. That is just over a year now. So we are coming up on almost a year and a half, right? So when he's at week 82-ish, 84-ish, he'll be at a year and a half, which is a couple of weeks away. That is huge. Man, I'm so inspired by you guys. And Gretchen is like on day 1,000. I don't even know. Gretchen, you're like on day 291. But really, Gretchen's like on day 1. I feel like she might be on 191, actually, around the 190s. I feel like the other day she said she was on 170 something consecutively without missing a stream every day, which is such an inspiration. So that is amazing. Can't stop, won't stop, pocket full of I get down, baby. Is that song? Can't stop, won't stop. Okay. I don't dance. Don't judge me. Gave myself a black eye with my phone. I haven't given myself black eyes, but I've come very close to it. Yes, my phone hit me in my face. Yes. Fat lip to the face, phone face. I think I've definitely given myself like a fat lip. Yes. So, let's see. My wife is going to be in Philly. Really? So you were saying, and you know, it's so funny when you told me that, because you said that her friend had just moved out here right after I bought the house, and you were telling me the town. And I was like, I don't know, Obs. I have no idea. Coincidentally, of course, maybe like a month or two after you told me, I started driving around Philly and saw that town. And I was like, oh, and I think that's like 25 minutes away from me. So we got to link up. Day 178. I knew I was close. 291, 297, 191. It's all, you've been streaming for almost 200 days consecutively. That is also a big, I give it up to you guys. All right. You guys laughing at me? Pirate, you laughing? Can't stop, won't stop. Ay, coño. Don't do that. I gotta fix I gotta rearrange my sound pad so I can get all of that stuff and put it on my stream deck. You guys want to do an unboxing? Boom, boom, boom. Bing, 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 bing. You want to do an unboxing? Well, I kind of cheated. It's already been unboxed. It's already been unboxed. I couldn't wait. And that's only because you have to download the software. I had some extra. I've been sitting on Best Buy gift card. I've been buying little things here and there. For Mother's Day, I brought Angie some Beats. The Beats. All these names now, I can't differentiate what's what. And I'm usually pretty good with that. Babe, what did I get you? The Beats Fit? Is that what I got you? Because there's like the Beats Pro Fit, and then there's the Beats Fit, the newest Beats. So there's 2 new Beats, and I know that one of them are the Pro. I used to have the Beats Wireless Pros that go in the ear. I mean, that go around. They in the ear and hook. I gave those away. Then for Mother's Day, I brought Angie, not the Pro, not the $200 ones, but the ones that look just like them and they're under it. So I bought her those. And then I had I had like $200 and something left. And the Elgato stuff is on sale. All the Elgato stuff is on sale in Best Buy. And I've been wanting to swap out the boxes upstairs, but I've been wanting to swap out the capture card that I unboxed with you guys last month or the month before that I thought was 4K, but it's 4K pass through. So they got me. And because of my Best Buy Total Tech membership, I have 60 days to return it. And so I got the face cam. I also picked up an additional cam link, which now I don't know if I needed because I picked this bad boy up. So this was $150. It's normally $170. I've wanted it. I've been kind of Beats Fit Pro. Is that the one, Louis? So there's the Beats Fit, and then is it the Beats Fit Pro? There's the one that's $200, and then the one that's right under it is like $150-ish. They look almost exactly the same. I have no idea. They look almost, so Apple thinks that, my Apple Watch thinks that I'm out on an outdoor walk. That was probably all that dancing I did. They look almost exactly the same, but I got her that. I've been burning through the gift card. So, Pirate Broadcast says, I just got my second face cam. I love it. Interesting. So we're going to talk about that. Angie says, I have no idea. Okay, babe. Do you have the box? You literally just got it in the mail this week, honey. One is not consecutive. Are you talking to me, Paul? Oh, no, I have at least one consecutive. Paul, that's the shade. Wait, that's the wrong one. Damn it. That's the shade, Paul. That was kind of funny. But he's right, Albert. No shade, a little shade. No shade, some shade. One is not consecutive. You have to get another one, and then that's two consecutive. You're right. You guys are so funny. I love this community. Let's see. Val says, are you going to do a face cam review, or did you already? So I figured, yes, we are going to do some comparisons today. I couldn't wait for you guys. I did. And normally I do wait for you guys. You got to give me some credit. Normally I do wait for you guys for the unboxings, and I put it under my, my overhead camera. But I didn't want to do that tonight because I wanted to have the software downloaded. I needed to have it plugged in. I needed to do all that stuff. And I didn't want to break something in the stream the way I broke something 2 nights ago. And so that's why I unboxed it and kind of did a bootleg. ¿Cómo se dice? A bootleg, it's mounted, a bootleg mounting thing for now. I'm going to mount it differently, but I wanted to compare it to what I currently use. Okay, so first things first. I bought it because it was on sale and I have a gift card. So I didn't pay any cash for it and I just needed to burn it. I was looking at an SSD. They didn't have the ones that I would have bought. I've been thinking about the face cam since it was launched. I've been thinking about it. I just didn't need it. And when you don't need something, right? If you don't have excess flowing cash and you don't need it, it's like, all right, cool. So it's been on my list. I've definitely been talking to you guys. I've been wanting an additional cam link just to have a backup. So the cam link is $100. So normally they're like $115 at Best Buy. Brand new was $100 today. So I think tomorrow, if it's still on sale tomorrow, I'm going to take the whatever that is. What is it? I know Lewis knows the name of it. The EVDGA, whatever. It's some gamer capture card that I got that I thought was 4K, but it's only 4K pass through. And I paid like $70 for it. I'm going to go, if it's still on sale tomorrow, the cam link, I'm going to go back, return the one that's just 1080, and then pay the difference, the additional $20 to get the cam link, since the cam links are 4K. Off the back, which was great. Okay, wait. So I got it, 1, because I had the money. 2, because, I had the gift card money. 2, because it was on sale. 3, because I have been using my overhead camera, right? I've been using my overhead camera, which I've used a lot. I've actually been using it, especially when we do the Ecamm on Deck class. Hold on. I'm just trying to get to you guys. Where is it? What do I want to do? Overhead with iPhone? Yeah. Here we go. Here. Let me take you out of, let's go to publish. Let's go here. Hey, you guys. So this is my regular overhead camera, and I kind of have them both. We're going to kind of do a comparison side by side. This current camera that I've been using is my ZV-1. This is a $600 camera that I have had stationary here. Turn on the light so you can see me a little bit better. There you go. I have had this stationary. Let me come back. Let me do some things. Let's do some things. Okay, that's a little bit better, maybe. Okay, good. There you go. All right. And let me move the comments over so I can talk to you guys. So this camera that you guys are looking at right here, live view, my ZV-1. How much is the ZV-1 brand new? Like $600, right? Isn't it like $600 or $700? It's great. The quality's great. You can definitely tell. It's a 4K camera, so I've had it connected with a cam link on 4K. Zoom in, great zoom in quality, right? Like you can see everything you need to see. Can I go in some more? I got to fix the clear image zoom, but this is great for what it is. However, folks, for this to be a $600 camera stationary for an overhead cam that I don't use on a daily basis, that is a waste of $600. So I said, when I saw today, just come back over here, swap you guys out. When I saw today that the cam link was on sale for $150 and I had the gift card money, I said, it's perfect because that can replace my ZV-1. Oh, thank you. Hey, Nano, what is going on? Nano, how are you? Exactly that, 700. And I bought the ZV-1 when it first came out, maybe like a month because I was jumping on the bandwagon. I bought it when it first came out. So I know I absolutely paid $750. I actually paid more than $750 because I have the Best Buy 3-year warranty for it. What's going on? So for a $750 camera, just to be sitting right here, and just to do this, that is a waste of money. Because then at that point, I'll be honest with you guys, if this is all I'm going to use it for, I bring my Stream Deck usually over. So when I do the Stream Deck Masterclass, I bring the Stream Deck over. I come over this way, right? I have the Stream Deck here. I zoom in a little bit, and that's what I do. And I talk about it. That is an absolute waste of money, in my opinion. And I can sell the ZV-1 and make probably every penny back because cameras are in shortages. Exactly, Paul. Paul knows what I'm getting at, right? The ZV-E10 is $799 and it does so much more. And I'm a mirrorless camera kind of girl. I love swapping out lenses. I love street photography. I love taking pictures with like my prime lenses and stuff like that. So for me to have the ZV-1 as an overhead camera, waste of money. I've been contemplating selling it. I'm like, I don't want to sell it now because cameras are in such shortage. I don't have a ZV-E10. I do want to buy a ZV-E10. But I don't want to sell it. And I think that's just more of a, like, we hold on to things because now we know they're in such short supply. I'm like, no. I have used the ZV-1 when I would go to Angie's house, when we would take pictures, because I do, like you guys know, but now with the GoPro, I don't know, because I've been using the GoPro so much more, I might be able to talk myself into actually putting the ZV-1 up for sale, saving the cash, and then buying the ZV-E10, and then that'll be good. Because if I wanted a portable, just a camera, I can use my GoPro. And I just want to show you some shots that I took with the GoPro with my mom. So let me do this, right? Just to give a comparison, because the GoPro actually, and I do have the little mini overhead, the little, what is it? The cold shoe, the hot shoe light on top. Just turn on NDI real quick. There's that. Just swapping some things out. Come over here. Just so you guys can see. Just come back. Over here. Change the camera source. So these are pictures that I took with the GoPro yesterday. So these are natural lights. And I have it in wide, so if I wanted to like not have that little bit of a fisheye, obviously you can change the setting and stuff like that. But those were some pictures that I took with the ZV-1. Here's in a different place. I don't know if I have the light on. I may have the light on here. But if we kind of zoom in, that's pretty good quality for on the go to be able to have both. I like that quality, right? So if we come back here, I did take pictures. Here's another one. Out in the dark with, not in the dark, but it was a cloudy day. So that's actually a pretty good shot that I think it comes very close to the ZV-1. Let me just come back. Hold on. These were in the dark. You can see my glasses were fogged up because I was a little sweaty because it was muggy yesterday. Don't judge me. But these were in the dark and I had the light on the ZV-E10. The GoPro, that little light. So you can see, obviously, if I would have messed with the settings, then get it a little bit better. But for that, it was a projection room. So the room was really dark. Here's a better one here. So I've already spent, right, like on the GoPro. Oh, look, that's the grill I got yesterday. On the GoPro, I've spent a good amount of money. And I took some more pictures today. I just haven't loaded them up to my GoPro. For the amount of money that I have spent on the GoPro and to know how small the form factor is, it takes pretty decent quality images and of course pretty good, well, not pretty good, very good video footage. Yeah, now I think I'm talking myself into putting the ZV-1 for sale and then taking the cash and buying the ZV-E10. Okay, so now that we've gone through that, I will figure that out. I will work through that. I'm going to come back. Thank you, Val, for using the Q colon. Would you know if there is a difference between using the face cam versus iPhone with camo? So I don't use camo. I use... What do I use? I use Canva Pro. So if we come back, let's come back to this scene over here. Not that one. And I come back to this one. This is the Canva Pro app, Val, that we're looking at. I have it connected. Hey, don't do that. I have the iPhone connected to Ecamm with a Lightning to USB cable. And then you can see here, it's with the Canva Pro. So I think that it's actually pretty good quality. I'm impressed. And this is an iPhone 12 Pro Max. So it's not even the 13 Pro. It's the 12 Pro Max where, you know, supposedly the camera gets better every single time. Super happy with the quality there. So if it's something that the person already has in their wheelhouse, I had this as an additional camera. I thought about selling it, but I actually added it to my studio setup to have as a secondary or as my only portrait mode camera view. So if I wanted to do reels, I wanted to do shorts, or just even having quick setups like this, I decided against selling it. And I've actively used in my setup multiple times throughout streams. And like I said, for reels and shorts and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be able to speak directly on camo, but in terms of, you know, all of those apps use the phone's native camera. They have their own, the app itself has its own features that it can do, but the quality itself is going to be what you're looking at. The quality is not going to change from whether it's camo to shoot to filmic, right? Because the quality that you're seeing is the hardware. You can't change the hardware. So in terms of using this piece of hardware, I think that it's great. I think that it's extremely comparable to a high quality DSLR. The only thing that you're not going to get right with my DSLR is like with the Sigma 16 millimeter, you can see the little depth of field. If I just come back here, you can see, right, the depth of field and things like that, where with my iPhone, unless I turn it around, and so if we do this, let me see if I can try to do this without, don't mind me. Filmic. Nope. So you can see I do have 4K. If I were to do recording, you can change some of the aspect ratios there. What I wanted to look at was, I know that you can change the focus here. So it's going to be a little bit harder, but you can make it a little bit blurrier. That's going to be bad because I need to do it from the other way. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, I don't even know what I did now. Oh, okay, there you go. So that should be good. Hold on. So if I just go to my camera and let's say, oh, I don't have cinematic mode. So let's just say we do portrait. Will that work? Kind of, maybe. Let's go here. Right, so turning on portrait mode, obviously it's not, because we're using the native iPhone app, so it's not clean HDMI, but then it gives you a little bit of portrait mode just to show you. So I think, with some of the apps you can get that and you can get the little bit of depth of field. Let me come back and check on you guys. Let me plug my camera. The light back in so that it doesn't die. Oh, and since I'm standing up, Gigi said she wanted to see the shirt. So the shirt, okay. So this shirt, can't really read backwards, but this shirt it gives credit to one of the first Nike engineers who was a woman. And a woman engineer for Nike is who created the Nike swoosh. So, it gives you, here, hold on. It's all of this stuff here. And it just talks about it. I'm not doing a good job. And I can't read it. I'm trying to read it upside down. And I don't know. But that's what the shirt is. And so guys, I don't know how you guys put up with me. Let me fix my hair again. And so my shirt, what does it say? Anything can be done by either sex at almost any level of physical fitness of age. It's free, it's easy, it's relaxing, it can be done alone, in groups. Just trying to read all of this stuff to you. Okay. Let me check back in on you guys. Paul is trying to convince me to get the B&H from GoPro has come along right? The GoPro, definitely. Thank you, Paul. AV810 will make a great overhead. No, definitely I would not. So I'll be honest with you I'm just, you know what? So I'm mad that I jumped on the ZV-1 bandwagon when it first came out, and I did not jump on the ZV-E10 bandwagon. I'm actually very mad at myself. Mommy America is downstairs. Hey girl, hey. What's going on? Diana texts me about getting the ZV-E10 every single day. She makes me feel even more guilty about not getting the ZV-E10 and not jumping on the bandwagon when her and Doc told me to jump on the bandwagon. However, if I were to get the ZV-E10, that would actually stay in my to-go bag. It would be both. It would be my GoPro and it would be the ZV-E10 because I do genuinely love taking pictures. Like I mentioned before, I love swapping out lenses. getting the different depths of field, getting bokeh, getting all of that stuff. So the ZV-E10 would absolutely stay in my bag, ready to go. What's cracking, David? How are you? Long time no see. What is poppin', brother? What's cracking? How are you? You have answered your question about selling. Yeah, I agree. I definitely, as I talked through that with you guys, and I have the box, so I'm actually going to put it up for sale. Because between the GoPro and that's that, like I said, I need to download the pictures that I took with my mom, the rest of the pictures that I took with my mom between yesterday and today. Just to compare camera quality, I think it'll be good. I don't use the ZV-E10, the ZV-1 as much as I thought I would. So I'm like 98% sure that I'm going to put it for sale. All right. You're very welcome, my good friend. And we're still going to do the comparison. I just wanted to kind of go through all of that stuff. So B&A checkout opens in 1 hour and 37 minutes. I'm guessing they will sell out of ZV-E10s then. And so my mom and I didn't go to New York today. We ended up going, we did some errands. I had to run some errands. Some stuff came up and I had to run some errands throughout Philadelphia. And the rain was horrible. And it was going to take us 2 hours to get to New York. So my mom was so gracious that she was like, we can go tomorrow. So we're going tomorrow to Brooklyn, which means that B&H, let me see. So we're going to be by Williamsburg. B&H is about a half an hour away with traffic in the city. If I put, oh God, let's see what happens. Because if I put the ZV-1 up for sale tonight on Swappa, there's a high probability that I might sell it this evening and have the cash in my bank account. Thanks, Diana. So I always try to get, that's what I was saying before you came here. I don't spend too much money on sneakers, but when I spend money on sneakers, I spend money on sneakers. And then because I spend money on sneakers, I spend money on like matching shirts and stuff like that. So this matches a pair of Kicks 270s, the Nike 270s, which are a limited edition, I think, to the UK that I have not seen anywhere here in the States. I bought them in London and they're super comfortable. I was very impressed with that. Anyway, just posted it on your social media for those that want to read your shirt. Oh, thanks, Nano. Appreciate it. You're the best. Yes, I will do that. A little GoPro 10 karma. Hey, you know what? You ought to leave me alone. Sorry, just getting back in. Kevin, what's cracking? How you doing today? Kevin, how are you? Let me see. Order it tonight and put it on pickup. All right. So let's see what we do tonight. Let's see what we see. Miss D and I thinking like, you know what, Gigi, but this is why I'm not going to front. This is why you both are very good friends of mine, because y'all be giving me the heat. Y'all be giving me the sauce. And I absolutely love that. It's that good banter that is like, you know what? Y'all better leave me alone. And we laugh and joke about it. And y'all give me a hard time, but in such a loving, nurturing way. That is like, when you got that friend that just gives you that sauce, it's like, okay, leave me alone. You hurt my feelings a little bit, but I still love you. But I love the both of you guys. Anyway, don't blame me. I'm only messing with you because of that stinking GoPro 10. I know, but I do. I've been talking to you about the ZV-E10 even before I bought the GoPro. I've been thinking about, because my A51, it's on its freaking, the A5100 is on its last hinges. I've been giving less hinges. Yes, I have been giving her the blues about the GoPro 10. When my mom and I were walking we went to the Rocky Steps at the museum, I FaceTimed Diana. I'm such a jerk. I'm holding the GoPro, right? Because I'm recording me and my mom. So I'm holding the GoPro like this, and then I'm facing Diana I'm FaceTiming Diana like this. So when she picks up the phone, the first thing she sees is me recording with the GoPro. As soon as she picked up was as soon as she was ready to hang up. If I wasn't with my mom, Diana probably would have hung up the phone on me. That's what I'll say. She knew that I was with my mom. So if my mom wasn't there, she probably would have just banged it on me. And then we would have absolutely died laughing. Oh my goodness. We're so funny, all of us. I appreciate all of you guys. She's laughing because she knows it's true. She knows Diana is very respectful. She knew I was with Miss Mama Indie America. So she just truly behaved herself. But I know she was pissed off that I called her, FaceTiming her with a view of the GoPro. I should not have been drinking soda while I read Gigi's comment. Like, she be biking everywhere while we walking looking for an Uber. There's nothing we are doing that needs a GoPro. You know what? You, ma'am, with all the traveling that you do, ma'am, you know what? I have done some, I know I've gotten some really good footage these last couple of days that my mom has been here. So today, after we ran errands, we went to Elvez. We got blood orange margaritas. Very exciting. Oh, that food was so good. Have leftovers. We got blood orange margaritas, and then she wanted to go bowling. Excuse me, because my mom swears that she can beat me in bowling. She cannot. My mother cannot beat me in bowling. Unfortunately, the wait was an hour and a half, and neither of us were about that life. They had open pool tables in the city, in New York City. There used to be, and I don't know, like that was definitely a thing in Manhattan back in the day where there were pool halls and you can go and play pool. So I used to play pool all the time. I'm nowhere near, like, I'm not, listen, I won't play you for money, but I'm pretty good, you know. So we play pool. I took some time-lapse videos of us playing pool. I took a regular video of us playing pool yesterday when we walked around. I did a mix of both time-lapse, regular. Got different point of views. In the zoo, I did some things. So I'm really excited for the footage to kind of put it all together. And I say that, Gigi, because I think with you, like when you travel, to be able to do a mix of time-lapse videos, to be able to do a mix of vlogging and like just seeing what you have done when you've gone live on your travels, I think, Gigi, like that might be the move for you. I'm just saying. That really might just be the move for you. But anyway, they finally stopped sending you GoPro recommendations up until today. Watch you get off the stream, and as soon as my stream ends, or as soon as you end, you leave this stream and you go somewhere else on YouTube, it's going to start showing up again. Pool halls were the shit. My family owned the bar when I grew up. Pool halls. See, really? Gigi, I got to come up. We got to hang out. My iPhone works just fine. Okay, ma'am. But yes, pool halls back in the day were like the same way you go bowling, you'd go and rent the table. They'd tell you how many hours you wanted, 1, 2 hours, 3 hours, and you would hang out. They'd come around, the waiters or the waitresses would come around, you get your drinks and you just play pool. Like and there was a good amount of them. You don't see them as much, but it was like a thing, like a high class, let's go on a date. That was definitely a date thing. That was definitely a double date thing. That was definitely let me hang out with your friends kind of thing. So, I don't throw axes. I want to throw axes. My mother probably does throw axes. And she doesn't know. My mother, listen, Nano, were you not here the last couple of days? My mother took over the show completely. 100% took over the show. Did just as if this is her live stream. And then the same thing with the videos. You'll see when I put the stuff together, my mom is such a natural, talking directly into the camera and just having her own conversations and just jumping in and stuff like that. So very nice. Gigi, I 100% believe that she threw axes. Absolutely. Yeah, you knew who was the real deal when you walked in with custom pool sticks. Right. They had their own little KC. I never. Like, it was like, okay, I'm going to walk in, I'll rent a pool table, and then let me go see one that's, good for my size. And then the table, and in New York City, and I don't mean this in any kind of racist or, kind of way, but it's New York City. So it was always an Asian person. So the Asian person at the table next to you had his or her own custom stick. And it's like, they don't miss a shot. And you just like, can you guys put me not next to this table here, this professional? Can you put me somewhere else? Because this guy right here. Yeah. Gretchen says, when I was young and I wanted to get my ears pierced, my dad's response was, only girls who hang out in pool halls have pierced ears. Pool halls were a shady place in my youth. That's so funny. When you come for people of video, we will go absolutely. Yes. Very cool. All right. So I know I did want to talk to you guys and do the comparison a little bit. Excuse me. of, now that I talked all about the ZV-1 and how I'm probably going to sell it and get the ZV-E10 and the GoPro, and how Diana should get a GoPro because Diana vlogging with the GoPro will be absolutely great. So Diana 100% should get the GoPro. Now that I'm done with that, let's look at some comparisons. Let's do some things. So just to remind you guys, if we come back over here, this is the overhead camera. Let me just turn that off. This is the overhead camera of my ZV-1. Great quality, great focus, right? Come over here. If I just, let me just come swing my stuff over this way. Hold on. I'm getting caught up. My phone is not the mouse. So let me move this over and bring my comments over so I can see you guys. Make my Ecamm Live program a little bit bigger so I can see you guys. Perfect. And so, right, great focus, great quality. Bring it up. That focus, you know, again, it's a $750 camera. So of course, if I do this, it's going to look absolutely great. Look how close I'm getting, right? Like I'm literally bringing this directly up, and you can probably read the letters on the lens itself if I had a steadier hand. If I do zoom this bad boy in, then the same thing, right? So I left my hand here, but now we're zoomed in 100%. So it's, you know, it's a $750 overhead camera, which for me is a waste of money, and I don't want to do that. So I picked this bad boy up, which was on sale for $150. And so now, one of the things, let me just come over here. So I got the face cam, Diana, because you know that I have the Best Buy gift card that I've been itching to spend my money on, and it was on sale. Let me just swap out scenes right quick. What do I want to do? I want to do overhead and iPhone. Okay, cool. And 1 second. Okay, just wanted to get that fixed. It's a little dark. I don't know why, but fine. Yes, exactly. Overhead camera, and nowhere near as much money as my ZV-1, right? And the face cam was on sale. And so I've been wanting it, and for it to be just an overhead camera, I don't mind spending the $150. It was bothering me that I had a $750 camera just for an overhead camera. Like if anything, I would then change it and give an additional angle, right? Like if I really wanted to keep the ZV-1 in my studio, I would maybe put one kind of all the way back there so you can see the ZV-1, so you can see the studio from the complete behind the shots, but not for an overhead camera. So I had the gift card. We were there, it was on sale, and I was like, all right, this will be a really good replacement for overhead. Nano says product showcase is boss. I agree with you. It's great, but I don't even do that much stuff. Like I've been using the overhead now with the Stream Deck master classes, and every now and again for some old unboxings, but I don't use it nowhere near enough not to have it stationary like this. So one of the things that I genuinely was happy about was getting the face cam. It's USB-C, and because it has its own software and it comes up as a webcam, now it frees up one of my cam links, one of my capture cards, which is great because then for my to-go bag, it's like, all right, I was kind of short one, now I have an extra one. And so if I did want to, I have my GoPro Hero 3 that is, if we come back, let me see, if I just come back over here, can't see it too much, but right above the baggage sign up there, I actually have a GoPro Hero 3 mounted that I didn't have an extra capture card kind of laying around that I wanted to use. Now I can kind of use that. Or if I was going to keep the ZV-1, I can actually put the ZV-1 back there and then get a behind the scene shot, and you can get my whole studio, right? So the face cam eliminates using a capture card. That's one, which is great for the price. So at $150, it's a 1080p. You guys know the steps, the stats and stuff. Thank you, Gigi. You like the shirt? I love this shirt. I don't wear it all the time. And that's one of the things. When I have a really nice shirt, I don't want to wear it out, especially when you have colors and then the material and stuff. I don't want to wear it out, but because I needed to make sure I looked pretty for my mama. We were taking pictures. I got a little done up for her today. Just a little. So let me come back to the overhead shot. Where is my... Here you go. So we're still looking at the ZV-1. I plugged in the face cam. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to I'm going to hold it. Can I do this? Hold on. Try to do this over here. So I'm using not a capture card. This is not even, technically this is not even 4K because this is a capture card. It's from EVGA and it's limited at 1080p. Now I'm going to swap over to the face cam, and the face cam is plugged into my computer just using USB-C, and I'm running the Elgato face cam software. And now this is the face cam software here. Let me just rotate this right quick so we can try to get as best of a rotate. So now here is the face cam. So if I kind of go back and forth, I'm just going to come over here. If I kind of go back and forth, this is what is this? The ZV-1. And obviously it's mounted, so it's not shaking or anything like that. But this is the face cam. $150, $750. So naturally $750 is going to give you a better quality than $150. But for this being $150, this is a great quality camera for it to be just an overhead camera. So I'm just going to, we're going to kind of do this like this here real quick. So it's small, it's tiny, USB-C. I'm actually going to take it off of here and use my own mount. Ay, coño. Okay, that fell. Use my own mount because I do have the Elgato multi-mount. That's how my ZV-1 is currently connected. So I'm just going to connect it to the multi-mount here. It has a lens cover. It's pretty cool. What I did want to also show you guys, let me see. Louis, that's a good point. The GoPro Hero 3, which is like 1,000 years old, you can't, I can try it. I don't think I get clean HDMI, and the Hero 3, the webcam software, it didn't work back then. So I had bought that. Remember when we were talking about the $25 or the $35 cheap capture card? Because the Hero 3 is at 720p. So I really don't even need to put a capture card. I can get one of those. Well, I don't need to use a cam link. I can get one of those $25, $35 capture cards just for it to be the back. I don't think I can connect it. I have a cable. I gotta double check it. But I remember when I did connect it because I had tested it out initially, but I can't find my cheap $35 capture card. But I can test it again just to see. Because I know the twins at Ecamm have actually been really good with everything, but I feel like I looked into all of that stuff. All right, so let me come back over here. I want to share the screen with you guys. So let's share the screen here. And what do I want to share? Will this create a loop? This might create a loop. Ooh, Facecam. I got to open up Facecam right quick. Let me open up the face. I don't even know what this is called. Oh, that's why it doesn't show up over here. So let's go to the camera hub. Cool, cool. Hello. So here's the camera head on. If I switch this, that's a pretty clear quality, guys. All right, hold on. Because you guys are looking at like I don't even know what I'm doing. I have too many windows open. Okay, here's this. Primary display. Camera hub. Okay. And can I move this over? There you go. And what I will do is I'm going to hide this here. I'll leave it, I guess. And move this stuff around over here. Okay. Girl, we were on the same page. Face cam. Showing your face and do a side by side of, so right now you're looking at the iPhone. This is the iPhone here. And then this is the face cam. I can change it. So if we come back, so if I swap out scenes, I just got to bring my Stream Deck closer. Nope, that's the wrong scene. Camera. And this is the face. Oh, because I rotated it. Hold on. Here is the face camera. So there's this little bit of light right here from the iPhone that I'm using. So this is with the little bit of the whatever type of light I can show you guys. So that's that light that I'm using. Very small light. So if I were to mount it and kind of keep this here like that, that's the face camera. So if I usually, this is my view. Oh, you can see a mess back there. So we're not going to do that. And here's this. This is for $150. I'm not mad at it. Right? So if I were to use this just as a webcam for work, this is pretty good. For an overhead camera, this is pretty good. For an additional view, for a secondary camera, oh, what's happening here? Oh, did that rotate on its own? I don't know why that rotated. Did I press a button by mistake? I did. That was weird. Sorry, guys. Actually pretty good. And then you can hey girl, hey, how are you? You can mess with the settings, which I literally, so that's the most, this is what I wanted to mess with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to, what do I want to do? Just trying to figure out my scenes over here. So if we come back, nope. Yes. Okay. So, and what I will do is I will do this, make it a little bit easier to see. All right, here we go. My ZV-1 is over here. The face cam is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now replace the ZV-1. Turn this off, unplug it. I have it on a quick release plate. So that was easy. That was easy. Okay, take that, move that out the way. Here's my ZV-1. All right, so we're good to go there. And what I am going to do is I'm going to take the quick release off so I can keep that on my ZV-1 over here, back that way. Then I'm just going to put this guy back on. I'm going to put this guy on. Over here like this. All right, that's nice and secure. I lost the cable. And plug this bad boy back in. So let's come over here. Okay. All right, so that is powered up. And now, doom, doom, doom. Let me see. Cool. I need this. These multi-mounts are great. They're cool. They're just a pain in the butt sometimes. Let me just unplug this real quick. Like to have access to the knob. Okay. All right, so let me come back here. Okay. And just tighten this a little bit. All right. So Kevin says, biggest difference I see out of the box is the white balance. Kali says, I wonder how it compares to the Brio. I wouldn't be able to tell you because I don't have the Brio. This is actually my first webcam ever. Like because I always had the A50-100. I never used a webcam. I immediately started using a mirrorless camera when I started streaming and stuff. Okay, Albert, when do you leave? Because I didn't plan for that. I know I told you I was going to, and then I totally forgot. Let me know when you leave, and I'll try to do it this week, maybe Monday. So I'll wait for your comment there. Okay, so this should be back up. Yes, it is back up. So now let's come back to just my camera scene here. It's upside down, so we got to fix that again. And now that's that. So definitely have to, because here I absolutely look way too red. Ooh, that's bad. So let's see. Let's go face cam here. Switch this. Because that is no bueno. Can I swap all of this out? I don't like that. Okay, cool. Albert, I'll definitely do it on Monday. Kind of astounded by how good my building camera on the new MacBook Pro. Absolutely. The camera on the MacBook Pro is great. 100%. The camera on the MacBook Pro is dope. All right. Let's see. Me too. I already had cameras for photography before streaming. Right. So I didn't use webcams. It was one of those things I didn't need to. So I guess this here doesn't look bad. Maybe if I turn off this light, let's see what this looks like with this light off. Now that's too dark. The new Mac regular cameras are doing much better. Oh yeah, 100%. So here's the thing. I don't know how to fix this stuff. Diana, don't yell at me. I've never really, so like if we come back to, if I do stream, if I do screen share here. Just gonna mess with some settings, kind of, to get this straight. All right, so let's tighten this like this. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like that. Let's turn the light back on. I look like a kidney bean. A red kidney bean, but it wasn't looking like that before. So I unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it definitely did not give me this reddish hue. I did hit, so here is the app. You guys are looking at the app itself. I think you can see everything. Let me move this stuff over. All right, cool. Let me bring this over this way. Yeah, it looks like you can see the whole app. Yep, cool. You are seeing the entire app here. So preview format, actually I'm going to change this to 1080p 30 because that is how I normally stream. And let me see. Everything is on automatic and I do not like this. Oh, see, that did some stuff. I hit refresh on exposure. It's trying to figure out the exposure. So it's one of those things of, so if I turn off, ooh, that's bad, that's bad. So let's see. All right, so I turned off automatic exposure, bringing the ISO down a little bit. Shutter speed, I'm gonna leave 1/60. That's fine, yes. White balance, let's turn off white balance. Nope, that's bad. I really don't know how to mess with, okay, so I'm not as, let me do the lean back, the Spanish, the old person lean back. I'm nowhere near as good with this stuff. So if we go back to exposure, I don't like it. Was that so? You know what's funny? You know what changed was that I fixed the lights. I didn't have these lights. I had my darker lights on. I guess that looks okay. And obviously I'm looking at it because you guys know, right? If we compare it to if we just come back and I put on my A6400 and I just come back to my Cam Link, it's definitely a nicer quality picture. But if I just come here, and I gotta rotate it again, it's not that bad. Again, we're comparing whether it's my A6400, which is over $1,000, right? $1,200-$1,300 to $150. It's not that bad. And I'm not really going to be using it like this. So I'm not personally too crazy. I wouldn't care, honestly, about what it looks like right now, because for my particular purpose, I think this looks good, right? So if I take away with what I know how good my A6400 makes me look, if we were to just leave this kind of just like this, and I were to fix it, obviously with the multi-mount, I have it at a bad angle, but if I were to fix this and just use this kind of as a regular camera, and just so we can get the glare out, it's not that bad. Just making sure that I don't have anything on. If we just change I'm going to refresh everything here. So let me refresh the picture, refresh the exposure. That's a little bit better. A little bit, kind of. I'm going to turn back the automatic white balance on and refresh it. So you can see, and I remember Jill had a video about this in the Ecamm community, that sometimes it struggles. So as I came a little bit farther out, I would say that this is definitely what I'm looking at, is definitely more of what my complexion currently looks like. I don't have a tan yet. We can check out my tan next month. So I'm on the lighter side right now. This is definitely a truer depiction of what I look like. And yeah, you can see the glow, and that's because of obviously the light that I'm using over here. So you can see the glow and stuff. But if I were to just use this camera just as and if I weren't to tell you guys, or if someone else, just to start off for $150 to start off with a camera, it's actually pretty good. And I have no idea what I'm doing. All I did was I did the unboxing, right? And I just literally took it out to connect it and download the software because I wanted to be able to look at it with you guys. If we go back to screen sharing, so let me just go back to screen sharing here. You guys are seeing the software itself. So you can control some of the settings. So if it shows up, my Cam Link shows up here. And what happened? Oh, that was weird. The app forced quit when I switched. That was interesting. So when I went to switch from the face cam to the Cam Link, and it tells you the camera that I have, the source, the Sony, that's this camera over here, you can definitely see, right? Like the quality is good, and you can change some things here. So very limited if we compare it. So I can change the brightness. This is on all automatic, and I won't leave it. I won't change it because I love my regular image quality for what it looks there. If we come back to the face cam itself. All right, here's the face cam settings. Okay. I think the fact that it gives you access to change various settings. Yeah, I agree. Right. So like I can sit here and mess around with it. Obviously, I have to make sure that my placement and stuff and what it's going to look like, get my camera itself. And once I get my camera itself done, if I say, if I wanted to mess around with the exposure, if I wanted to mess around with the white balance and really dial these in, then I like that. The very top one here, this zoom, I can zoom if I wanted to. So I was messing with that, especially for me to be using it for an overhead camera. Here's what the zoom looks like. So it's pretty decent with just even zooming in. Not that you want to see me that close, but if I were to go back to just the camera itself, that's with me zoomed in. So let's just look at this, the actual source of the camera. And then if we kind of zoom in, the quality, you can see my gray hairs. The quality is pretty good with the zooming in and zooming out. Let me just come back. My screen share over here. And then just everything. Like I said, you can mess around with your picture, your contrast, your exposure, the white balance, and then the noise reduction if I wanted to. All right, so if I can speak, I turned noise reduction on, and it definitely, so you can, all right, so I'm going to leave it. I can see my skin tone, it's fighting. The camera's definitely fighting to change to get the best image. So this looks pretty good now here if it were to stay here. I know that Jill, I want to talk to Jill about it to find out some more. And I know Dr. Elo uses it. So I got to talk to some people and see if they have what settings they use the most and stuff like that. So this is with the noise reduction off. I'm going to turn noise reduction on. And now this is with the noise reduction on. And if we just come back, you guys are now seeing the camera itself here, full frame, regular, pretty good. I'm not too concerned about it. Here's the thing. I like that if I wanted to use it and have it as a different angle, whether it was anywhere else around the studio. So if I decided to put it as an overhead camera, a behind the scenes shot, I wouldn't mind taking the 100. Oh, hey, look at Koa. That's good quality picture of Koa there. But if I wanted to have it, she's pissed off because she can't get through the gate. I'm telling you, there's going to be one day that I'm down here and she's just going to, from that step itself, she's just going to hop over because she's getting pretty big. Definitely good for a behind the scenes shot back that way. But for what I'm going to be using it as an overhead shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch again. Let's go back here, and I'll make this bright white just so you guys can see. Just gonna bring this in the way I would for the overhead shot. So let's see, kind of probably like this. I know you can't see it yet. I'm gonna try to fix it. On my end, and then I'll bring it back in. And the software, what I will do if I come back, just got to get the control of my mouse. So I do like, let's go back to screen sharing. I do like that the software itself also gives me a rule of thirds. So that's important, like when I am doing my overhead shots. I got to figure out this angle. Hold on. Don't judge me, guys. How do I want this? I want this way, over here. I got to figure this out. Koa is going crazy. But if I wanted to make sure that it was kind of straight, I do like that they give you the rule of thirds. I'm going to have to mess with this not live with you guys so I can really dial in the angle as best as possible. Because that's not it. Definitely not straight. That is not it. But now I can turn it off, right? So that's this over here, the rule of thirds. And then you can rotate the image or flip the image kind of this way. I guess if I wanted to take a snapshot of this is pretty cool. So if I wanted to take a snapshot of what I have. Okay, so it took a snapshot. And I guess it saves it to its own. It does. It saves it to the pictures. So we just share the screen in its entirety. Primary. So I opened up the folder, and here is the snapshot that I just took. That's pretty cool to be able to do it directly from the app. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys, so I'm just going to put this in the background, and then we are going to go back to my overhead shot, would be then technically this one. Here's the overhead shot, and I would have to then zoom in. Using the app. And so technically if I were to have, right, like my loop deck here, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. So that's 1.5 times zoom. If I were to do, let's say here, and let me see this. So I can tell the difference, obviously. I can tell the difference, obviously, than a $750 camera. But with what I'm showing, let's say if we even take the example of, you know, the Stream Deck with the mini masterclass, usually what I do is I'll move this keyboard. I usually have the keyboard out the way. I'll give you guys a real life example. I move all of this stuff out the way. I take the Stream Deck, I move that, and I lay the Stream Deck down like this here. And then I just have it over here. Bring this in this way. Let me see what this looks like over here. And it's not perfect, but it's just to show you guys, like when I'm doing this stuff, it really is just to show. If I come back this way, it's just to show like what I'm doing, right? So like you can see if I wanted to go up a level, now I just go up a level. Here is all my stuff. So this is what I've been doing. I don't need you to read everything. And if I really wanted to, all I have to do is just bring it closer up. Like if I really wanted you to read it, just bring it a little bit closer up, kind of come this way. And then I can zoom out at that point so you can get the better quality, because now it's readable. If I come over here, right? And if I come in and I wanted, you know, to demonstrate whatever it was that I was going to demonstrate. Let's come back this way. But for what it is, it's pretty good. And I just have to mess around with it some more. Let's see. Zooming via eCam. So this is zooming via the Elgato face cam, the Elgato. So I was going to try that next, Kevin. So here, so now we are zoomed out regular. So this is the regular placement. And then I'm in the eCam and I clicked on zoom and pan. And now I'm going to zoom in. That zoomed in all the way using eCam's zoom. So this is 100% of the zoom and pan using the eCam zoom. And if I just kind of wanted to get in and put that right in the middle there. And so if I were to do both, I'm definitely going to lose quality, but now this is a mix of both. I'm at 1.7 on the face cam software. And then I'm zoomed in all the way on the eCam zoom and pan feature. If I were to uncheck that, now it's unchecked in eCam. And then this is at 1.7 using the zoom and pan. And then that's all the way, 100%. So just gonna put it back to original settings for now. And then, like I said, if I really needed to get good quality, and then just bring it up, because that looks good, right? Like there with what we're looking at, if I really needed you guys to look at it, I can just bring it up closer to the camera, and then that's pretty decent quality just for what it is. And then this is super crooked. I got to fix this. Right, exactly. And because Kevin, you sat in the class, you know for what it is, right? Because for the most part, the stuff that I need you guys to read, I'm doing a screen share of the software itself because it's a mirror image. But when I wanted to show what it looks like, switching the scenes back and forth kind of the way I just did, right? So if I just want to go back and, I don't know, switch to my main scene, then here's the main scene. And if I wanted to come back to whatever, Nope, not that one. Overhead with iPhone. This one here. Then obviously, there we go. Okay, so there's that. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys one last thing, and then we are going to wrap up. The last thing that I wanted to show you guys was, so I'm going to do, what do I want to do? Okay. Is that working? Yes. Okay, good. Yeah. So, because I believe maybe, let me come back. Let me see. Is this? No. Okay. And what I will do is here. Okay. All right, so you guys are looking at my iPhone for now because I believe was she acting crazy? I heard her going back and forth. I was trying to ignore her. She went upstairs. She got pissed off. All right. So what I wanted to look at was all right, so if we look at I just want to see if there's any Stream Deck shortcuts. I feel like there might be. So if we go to the store really quick. Where's my keyboard? Over there. Let's do a search. Why is my keyboard not working? Okay. So nothing for Facecam on the store itself. That's fine. Okay. Throw this out. All this stuff is driving me crazy. So under Stream Deck, so nothing there. No. Okay. So I guess not, unless I got to look for it. But there doesn't seem to be any plugin specific. So like I was wondering, what I wanted to look at was, can I control the zoom feature? Koa, you're being weird. Koa. You guys can't see her, but she wants to get in. I wanted to see if there was like, if you can control the zooming in and out with a shortcut key with the Stream Deck, or if you can control like maybe the white balance, if you can. So like the way on my Cam Link, not my Cam Link, but with my key lights, I can control the steps and go 5% above and 5% down. I can turn the lights off and on. So I wanted to know if there was some sort of shortcut. So it doesn't seem like there is. And I'm sure that you can get around that. If there isn't, I got to do some research. And if there is not, here's Control Center. So this is just with the lights. Koa. Yeah, this is because if I do set brightness, yeah, these are all my lights. So, no. And it wouldn't be anywhere else because this is an Elgato product. So it would either be under Control Center or would be under Stream Deck itself. What's the problem? No, go to Grandma. Grandma's here. Grandma can keep you company. So there's nothing here. So the only way at that point if you would be able to do it, is that you would have to come into the software. And if we look at the software, you would have to kind of assign shortcut keys, macros, with all of these here. So if I wanted to, let's say, increase the zoom in steps, like I'm sure just figuring it out, doing in macros, and then so it would be like more complicated kind of thing. But I'll mess with that. And that is where we are, folks. What is going on, you guys? You guys are great. Do you know how great you guys are? I just went to the last page of my, let's go here. Let's fix this. Let's come back. Let's go here. And we are going to do what we do because we are going to end stream tonight. Was fairly long. I didn't even realize we went almost an hour and a half this evening. Bring my comments over. Take a look. All right. Koa is waiting to come. She's going to be so mad at me. So tomorrow, today is, what is today? Today is, I don't even know. Here we go. Day 71. We have 29 days to go. Very excited. That's it. We are over 2/3 of the way down. We are at the last home stretch as we go. Tomorrow, we will be streaming into Ecamm using Ecamm's YouTube page. We will be streaming on the YouTube page into Facebook. Definitely want to make sure you guys know the drill. Hang out with us on the YouTube page, because this is what we do and what we do. 5-year anniversary. Sunday, May 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be, and I will be doing a post to this evening for you guys. Stream Deck Day, 5-year anniversary. It'll be me and Doc. Doc will be joining Kevin. So just the comment came up just as I saw it. So it'll be me and Doc. We're going to be doing Stream Deck XL giveaway for the 5-year anniversary. We're going to be talking about some really cool, sorry, hold on. See, I muted you guys this time. But she didn't go upstairs. She didn't listen to me. We'll be giving away Stream Deck XL. Doc and I will be talking about Stream Deck. He's a Stream Deck user just like me. He's been using the Stream Deck for some time. So just bouncing how he uses his, some screen shares and things like that, some shortcuts. So that is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will stay tuned. You will see the post on the channel. You'll see the post on Facebook. And then on Tuesday, I'll be streaming with Alec from Take One Tech. We're going to be giving away some of his icon packs. We're going to be reviewing his icon packs because he has a handful of different icon packs for different apps. And we're going to be raffling off his Ecamm Masterclass. That's pretty cool. So you definitely don't want to miss that on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, we will be doing our Ecamm on Deck mini masterclass, and I'll be raffling off. To end the week, I will be raffling off a Stream Deck Masterclass. So you want to hang out with us all throughout the week because there are some great giveaways worth a couple of $100. The Stream Deck XL is $250. Alex's class is about $200. I think it's like $150, $200. My Masterclass is another $200. We're giving away some things and some icon packs. I'm really excited. So you definitely want to hang out with us there. My music ended yelling at Koa. Hi, Dwayne. How are you doing? Appreciate you. Is this Rach? Rach? You got to tell me. I feel like it's Rach. Hi there. How are you doing? Thank you for coming through. Great show tonight. Need some new angles for my stream. Don't want to buy more DSLRs, so this may work. Definitely, right? So for $150, absolutely. So if you have phones, you can use phones. If you have extra phones, the way I have my angle for my iPhone, that's a great idea. But again, if you don't have some extra phones, go to Best Buy, get the face cam for $150, some extra angles. That is great. Okay, good. Rach, short for Rachel. That's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Albert says, I've been shadowing Stream Deck Live functions with ELMC. Your class is really helping out. Good. That makes me feel good. Paul is reminding you guys, if you want to help India and her channel, you can buy me a cup of coffee or 2 or 3 at indiad.live/buymeacoffee. And then this Thursday, eCam on deck. So you can register at indiad.live/eCam on deck. That is where we actually meet on Zoom, and then we do a mini masterclass, and we go over some of the eCam Live plugin, we go over the Zoom plugin, we go over the Stream Deck menu, the Stream Deck store, royalty-free music, and then I get into a bonus. So it's a feature education-packed masterclass within an hour. And we're going to be live streaming that on Thursday, but you won't be able to see answers or anything. So if you really want to participate and get your questions answered, you want to make sure that you register at indiad.live/eCam on deck and hang out with us. So we'll be talking about that. And Paul just made it easy for you guys. He just put the link right there. So you click on that link and you can register. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Tomorrow we will be back with Doc. I will be back. That's going to count as my stream giving away Stream Deck XL. You don't want to miss it. Paul, we will connect very soon. Give me a little bit, because I was supposed to connect with Paul. Don't yell at me. All right, you guys, have a good night. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I will catch you guys mañana.